How do you use 3D X-ray technology to plan cases?
3D X-ray technology has made a huge difference in the practice of dentistry for those practitioners using it, and that's still being adopted by many dentists. I started with 3D X-ray technology in the 80s when it had just started, and started immediately to see the benefits. At that time, CAT scans, which is another word for three-dimensional X-rays, had to be viewed in 2D. In other words, like a negative film, you would look through it against a light background, and you would look at many, many images, each one in the third dimension that you couldn't really see. And it took a good bit of work. And within a couple of years, a particular person named Britt Fox developed the very first software for dentistry to look at the data of CAT scans on a computer monitor and to be able to manipulate it so you could actually view it in 3 dimensions, as well as cut it up, take it apart, and look at things like you look at a blueprint for a building. And in fact, I got into that so early that Mr. Fox gave me the software because he was interested in getting his product sold, and he figured that I might turn out to be a good spokesman for that. And I was, and I lectured nationally and internationally about that software and how useful it is. Subsequently, over the years, it has become standard of care to use three-dimensional X-rays, CAT scans, for implant therapies. And also, I believe it is becoming standard of care for dentistry, because we find so many things in those X-rays that we don't see in conventional dental X-rays. Prior to three-dimensional dental X-rays, we had to guess at many important things. The thickness of the jaw, the location in the lower jaw of the nerve that feeds the teeth, the gum, the jawbone, and the lips. And we had to open the gum and make measurements of that third dimension that we could not determine in order to figure out, can we place implants in the patient? Some 30 years later, we have CT technology, which actually started in the mid-80s, and can determine not only all the information we need to safely place the implants, but also to plan it to make it as easy as possible for a restorative dentist, the person who makes crowns and bridges or partial dentures to fit on the implants, to make them as good as possible, and also to be able to manage problems into the future. It's really different. We can treat virtually and then transfer that, and there are techniques to do that using digital technologies, transfer to the patient. In fact, we can use robots to actually operate on patients via planning it on a computer.